Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We have a very special guest that we haven't had on in a while, and you know him as the prognosticator of Pahrump, well, at least at one point in time, the leading salesman from Kia of Pahrump, where they just got done with what I was told was their amazing Hana Kia sellout that they did really well. And other than that, I'm filled with questions about his recent issues with not coming on the show.
It's almost, Mike, with every answer comes more questions.
Nikki Diamond is here. Nikki, great to have you with us on today.
Great morning to you, fine gentlemen. It's good to be back with you. I see that you're all still white and balding.
That's
I got less than the last time because I buzzed it. I buzzed my hair.
It's tough. It's
the
tough
whitest show, the whitest
streets.
podcast on podcast land.
That's what we do here, yes. No, good to be back with the boys. Happy New Year. We're Pahrump Valley Auto Sales going good. New Year, new Yugo. Come in now. Get your flying off.
A new Yugo.
Yugo.
Oh,
I didn't realize that company was still in existence.
They're back,
Nikki.
Baby. Vintage, classic.
Oh, they're
Come
like
in.
new, still in box packaging. Is that how you're doing
Oh,
it?
yes. You. I know you're looking at your new Yugo, the greatest Yugoslavian car brand of all time.
Is it true, Nikki, that in the Las Vegas area that the people that own Pahrump Valley found some sort of windfall of Yugos that had never been driven? Is that true?
It's absolutely true, and you know we're trendsetters. We're leaders. We're not followers. We set the way, and the Yugo, it's coming back, Mike. Just like everything, just like the Washington Commanders.
There we are. Before we get to the football,
Yes.
I didn't go into great detail, but I did mention to the listeners when how did it come up, Rob, that we were talking about Nikki, and I mentioned that he may have an issue with the living situation, that there were some. It's when you let us know, when you let our producer Josh Soroka know that there was an issue with court and living situations.
Well, it changed up this week, Mike, because, you know, it was all up in the air last weekend, and then Josh just sent me like a brief text, something about a pardon. I don't know, that apparently things are okay now.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Well, Nikki,
Came down on Monday night.
You have instructed me in years past not to really delve into certain subjects, so you can answer it any way you see fit. But
And I shall.
What is?
Mike,
And
be a professional, please.
What is the current situation with you and your residents and the ladies and the guy that you?
Well, you know, it's if we remember on the last season of the Nikki Diamond Show,
Yes.
Edith and Edna,
Edith and Edna.
the
Yes.
classic. You know, you go skiing in the Swiss Alps. Next thing you know, an avalanche hits, and you're no longer with us. Tale as old as time.
Wow.
But I happen to inherit their lovely condo here in Pahrump, Nevada, that is already paid for, because that's good, because Nikki, not about making the bills on time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they
we're
are.
It's a one-level condo, right? It's sort of ready for the next phase of your life.
Well, I call it next level, Mr. Spiewak, because that's about me.
okay.
Yes.
In the apartment you're in right now,
Yes.
to describe the complex, is there anything assisted that's mentioned?
A lot of assisted, lot of it's almost lunchtime here. That's how early they eat. So.
Wow, and that's
And you're out west.
out
Yeah,
west,
you're
they
out
say. Yeah.
west. They say.
They get after it.
That's wonderful. So
Yes.
Edith and Edna, I didn't realize had
It's okay.
perished.
They died doing what they love, skiing at
that's-
the age of 93.
Well, it's a great bucket list item to check off when you
It
get
really
out to
is.
the Alps.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Well,
now,
I shouldn't say skiing. Edith skier, Edna, more of a snowboarder. But hey.
oh,
Wow. Wow.
absolutely astonishing. Well, they did that. If they went doing what they love, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I
And
kind
am-
of pictured them, Mike, on a toboggan somehow. I don't know.
that I'm just delighted that Nikki has a stable living situation right
Yeah.
now, and a stable Nikki is a better prognosticator, Nikki. And
Oh, yes.
there is more pressure. Let's be honest, this time of year because you are down to 4, and then of course the Super Bowl, you or the big game,
Big
as
game,
they say.
Mike. You
Oh,
can say
gosh.
it if it's news coverage. We're doing news coverage. We can say Super
I am
Bowl.
the news, yes.
The pressure is on, and the 4 teams left. It would have been nice if Baltimore had, skin in the game for these the Final 4 here,
Would have
but
been nice.
unfortunately, it would have been Josh
Very
thinks
nice.
it would have been nice. Very frustrating game for certainly for many people in Baltimore.
yes,
Did you see
yes.
that one coming, Nikki?
I did, unfortunately, because Baltimore, they love to be the best team, which they have been for several years now. But, the saying, you play to win the game. They don't. They play to lose the game. That's how they
Wow.
It's a crying shame.
It
really
is a crying shame. So they're the best team of all time that's never won anything under this little Lamar Jackson regime.
And
they look
now-
fabulous.
They
Yes.
did look fabulous right up until the end, and now it goes to Kansas City again. The route to the Super Bowl through Kansas City with the Buffalo Bills. We have the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Whatever order you want to go in, Nikki, lay it on us, baby.
Well, let's start in beautiful Kansas City, Missouri. The Chiefs, they keep winning ugly.
Yeah.
If you win ugly in week 1, that's fine. Week 12, that's fine. The playoffs, if you keep winning ugly, eventually an ugly Super Bowl win is a great Super Bowl win. But can they keep it up? Is it the Bills' year? We thought it might be the Ravens' year. The Bills, they ran the ball down the Ravens' throat. Is that the game plan? They have Josh Allen. Does he need to be superhero, or does he need just to hand the ball off? I say they're going to go into Kansas City. The jig is up, Chiefs. You had a good run.
Wow.
It's over, baby.
Wow.
It's over.
Wow.
The era's tour is over. The Chiefs' era tour is over. The Bills go in there. They're getting 2. They don't need to. They're going to get what they have deserved for years. They're going to take the crown from the Chiefs. They are going to win the AFC. Bills 27, Chiefs 23. Lock it up. Put it down. It's money in the bank. New year, new Hugo. I got you. Stroke
Wow,
up.
that's amazing. Look at that.
great
He
pick.
is enthusiastic.
Yes.
He is
And
enthusiastic
excited
with this.
Jimmy Cerrito in the chat room
Oh,
right now.
he's
out
going
of his
crazy.
Mind.
That's
out of his
Cerrito.
mind right now.
Out of his
Man.
mind, and now we move on to for our Washington base and lots of fans of this show from the Washington D.C. area. It couldn't be any better for NFC East people. Even as a Giants fan, I'm going to have my eyes on this.
Yes.
The Commanders versus the Eagles, the 2 best teams in the NFC East, will be facing off against each other. Surprise, surprise, the Commanders in the championship game.
No
Nobody
one saw
expected
this
it.
coming, even
That's right.
someone as smart as me. I know that's hard to believe that I would miss this.
Absolute
I rarely
miracle that you
miss.
missed it. Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
the Eagles, they have such a better roster. They have the better wide receivers, clearly the better running backs with Saquon, the better O-line, the better D-line, the better secondary, the better pass rush. You know what they don't have?
What?
The 2 most important things you need in this world: a quarterback and a coach. And a woman to
wow.
hold you close at night when it's
Oh.
cold.
Wow.
A quarterback and a coach. So you're saying that
I'm saying,
Sirianni not your guy, huh?
not my guy. Jalen Hurts, 1 leg, can't throw. Yeah, Saquon. Here's your 150. Here's your 2 touchdowns. You know what that gets you? A loss, baby! The Commanders go into Philadelphia. They've won 7 in a row. Why are we acting like this is a surprise anymore? They're the hottest team in the freaking National Football League, okay? They just went to Detroit, number 1 seed, and beat their ass like it was nothing. Hey, Lions, remember who you are. You're the Detroit Lions. Reality hit, okay? You're no longer cool. You're no longer fun. You're just a sorry-ass Detroit team. Go home. Go make Motown. Do what you do in Detroit. Make some cars. New year, new you. Go Pump Rally Auto Sales. I say Jaden Daniels is the MVP of the league, not Lamar, not Josh, not Saquon, because last year they were awful. You know what's different this year? Jaden Daniels. Is that not valuable? What's valuable? 3-14 or a Super Bowl? Most freaking valuable ever. It's the Bills. It's the Commanders. It's 1992 over again. It's Don and Mike. It's WAVA. It's Marv Levy, Joe Gibbs, North Griffin, Jim Kelly. It's coming back, baby. The Yugo, the Commanders, the Bills, 1992. Woo! Ho! Light him up!
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. That's
goes.
Nikki Diamond. Get him
Thank
out
you,
of here.
Nicholas.
Oh, my God. You know,
I did not expect that pick. I did not expect that pick.
such low energy to such high energy in such a short period of time.
I was just waiting for the head to explode.
It's amazing to me. You know what? Here's the great thing about it. Now that we're down to the Final Four, anything could happen. So I will be thoroughly enjoying this weekend with the NFL. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll put the jealousy aside. I will put the jealousy aside. And for the first time in a very, very long time, and for
I
the
thought this
DC
would coming. Yeah,
faithful, I will be seriously pulling for the Washington franchise, the Commanders. No more Snyder. You just cannot dislike Jaden Daniels.
No, it's so fun to watch.
Impossible with that smile. He almost looks like he's smiling in the most tense moments of the game. He is otherworldly in that way. We'll watch and see what happens. I have never seen the guy really look like he's facing any kind of adversity. It's
Last
amazing.
week, there was a time when they showed him on the bench and they were in the thick of it and they had not sealed the victory by any chance. And he looked bored. He just was sitting there like, okay, is it my turn to go in? Yeah, la, la, la. He's his own breed, and it's so much fun to watch. So,
and don't tell Jimmy this, but the fact is that with Buffalo and Philadelphia and Kansas City all have a been there, done that situation. They have. They've been in the thick of it for a long time. As far as the Commanders, my God, this is a dead franchise. This was a deceased franchise, and it's going to be fun
I was
to
still in
watch.
college the last time the the Washington franchise was something to deal with. I was in college.
I was
So
sitting
it's some time
in
away.
San Francisco, California, with the Rippon family. Mark Rippon, Super Bowl MVP, at one point in that season, and stole a bunch of steak knives, which amused them greatly. And then they engraved them and gave them back to me. It was sunnier days.
I didn't know
sunny
that
times.
story.
Yes, yeah, we were the Annette Rippon, the late Annette Rippon. Unfortunately, they divorced, and I think she passed.
I think she's still with us because I've
is
spoken
she?
to her. Yeah, she is still with us.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. They are no longer together.
That's true.
That's
This
what
is
I got
true.
wrong. But you know me, Rob. When a divorce happens,
Don't say it. It's very unhappy.
let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on, shall we?
But
and
they
I
engraved the steak knives and gave them to you. What a lovely
Yes.
gesture.
It was a bit. It was a bit stolen from it was hysterical. I used to have them somewhere. I don't know where I have them anymore. Anywho, on to the medical procedure.
Yes.
I talked in a little bit of as much detail as I could yesterday about the fact that the device arrived, and I said to you that there would be an 80-20 chance that I would be experiencing this.
70-30 at the end of the program.
Oh, 70-30.
You
Okay.
changed the odds, yeah.
First thing I noticed when I got the thing out of the box is that you got to put a charge on it. You have to
Sure.
hook it up to the little USB charger, and maybe Mr. Soroka could explain to me how when you have certain power strips or devices that include USB ports, sometimes they just don't work. For
they're
phones or for the what's the deal? What's the
It's
deal with that crap?
It's a voltage amount that it puts out. And sometimes they're cheap and they'll just add on a USB port, but not the proper power.
So what should it be?
So it'll-
Is there
so
something?
That's
put in-
deceptive. That's
it'll put in, like-
false advertising.
Yeah.
Well, no. It'll put an output like 3 volts when the thing you need, it might be 7.
So you might have a device that can handle that USB charge, but then there are other devices that need more, and it does it well. That just sucks.
Did the thing,
That
Mike,
sucks.
did the device, did your new medical apparatus, did it come with a USB cord and,
It did.
and charge and a brick that you plug it into?
No, it did not come with a brick.
It's rare for things to come with bricks anymore.
Yeah,
They just
I guess it
assume
is.
everyone has
I didn't
one.
even know that term. I didn't know the term brick is used for that. Brick is usually the term that Bretsky, my gambling buddy that listens to the show occasionally, Bretsky calls that when you don't get a win on a slot machine or you get shut out at a blackjack table, he calls it a brick. And I was going back and watching Bretsky. Don't tell Carla. Okay. I was watching Bretsky, who was in a bear costume at Halloween, have a wonderful run on that. What does that mean? Of course he was.
Well,
because you need attention and you need to dress like a bear. Yeah,
I'm sure he was Bearsky.
Bearsky. He didn't say that, but see, that's where the professional training. Does it not amaze you, Rob Spiewak, that Mr. Soroka continues to expand his horizons as a broadcaster? I feel as though we have something to do with that. I feel as though he's popping in Bearsky. That's a radio guy thing he just did.
I've ceased to be amazed by him because every day is something, and I don't think we have one thing to do with it.
I think that, all right, here is Josh's command of the English language right here, all right?
Okay, right, about 70.
That is stationary.
Well,
Right.
command is different than pronunciation.
Pronunciation. And so, but his comedic skills,
Strong.
which I value more than the English,
Yeah.
continue to accelerate.
Yeah, maybe I don't know that we had much to. You know what? Maybe we shined it. Maybe he was like a dull piece of silver.
I think I think the fact that he does what he does and that he's joined us on this journey it shows me that that inside of that very sullen expression on a daily basis that you see down at the bottom of our
Sullen, really?
is a comedian just chomping at the bit.
Not sullen, focused.
Focused. There it is. That's fine.
I don't think
I'll take
focused. I think he's just waiting for something to happen.
So back to my device. I'm digressing, perhaps by design.
I wonder why that is.
So,
Do we need to do like a thumbnail of it? Because there are people that maybe missed yesterday's show.
I wouldn't mention thumbnail at all during this discussion, Rob. I really wouldn't mention. I think that's the wrong word.
That could be the problem.
At the conclusion of the broadcast, I immediately went to the package that was out there. And very well, packaging nowadays for electronic devices of any kind are just really sophisticated. If you get something that's rattling around in a cardboard box without any styrofoam molds or anything, I think you're getting shortchanged. This came in a very, very nice packaged situation with
Did you shake it around when you picked it up?
No, it wasn't shaking around.
No, but did you shake it, to test it? Like
Not the
box?
package. No,
Okay,
I
good,
didn't.
good.
Were there pictures on the box, or was it discrete packaging?
Of course, it was discrete packaging. You couldn't do it any other way. Just a plain black box. When you got into the actual square box that it came in, and it was interesting. And
no artwork on the box, like
no design, no name,
like a
nothing.
photo of some dinner rolls.
No, I immediately went to the package.
Yes.
I immediately put it on a charger because I realized I had to. Yeah. And when I realized that that wasn't working, I found a brick, as you like to call it, and put it because Carla was at work all day yesterday. My son was at school, so I charged it right on the kitchen counter.
That's nice. Well, it hadn't been used yet. Did you light some candles or anything?
I did no such thing. I did
Perhaps
not
put on some music.
And then I went about my day. I left the house for a while. I ran some errands, and then when I came back, I realized, the time is now, but I'm probably going to have to go pick up my son at a certain point. I said, that's fine. I can retire to the boudoir later before Carla gets home, lock the door, and try the procedure if I have the moment to do it. But what I did do...
That's better than the pickup line.
What's the pickup line?
The school pickup line.
Oh, no, we don't want to do it there.
Instead of a nap.
I did, though, find out some things about myself that were interesting during this process. And the device, I just wanted to get rid of it. And what I did, I made sure it was fully charged, which it was.
Hey, you know what? Josh brings up an interesting point.
Yes.
If you don't use a brick, you can use a cigarette lighter adapter. could have charged it in the car on the way to pickup.
Well, let me just say, I know that you're having fun with this, and
Fun
I know
is the
that
best
you
thing
are,
to have, Mike.
I know that the idea of me shoving something up, in a pickup line, which is disgusting. Actually, it's disgusting any way you slice it. I put it back in the box.
Good.
I found a spot for it where we've done enough shows to know where ladies keep these things. I put it in my my bedroom dresser drawer, not dresser,
The nightstand.
but the nightstand. Thank you for pulling that from
Well,
me.
I used to work in furniture. There's no room on your trophy shelf?
No, not. You mean in here in the studio?
Not just any. Well, you have that big room, your big brass room, where you have all of your.
I have everything I have of any note, autographed pictures, newspaper articles, all the good stuff from my career is in an attic, an upstairs area over a garage in Maine. That's where it is.
Where it rots.
Where it just sits there and probably has holes in it.
Yeah.
Right now. That's the way to. Do you hear the disdain? He says that where it rots because this man has everything he ever acquired.
Don't project
during a radio
onto me,
career.
Mike.
Right? Don't you? Don't you have everything on display in your tribute to you room?
Yeah, not everything. Some
But
of the
you have
stuff
a
you
lot
have
of
to
stuff.
pay extra to go to the other room.
And he probably rotates in and out.
Yeah,
He's got
It's
stuff.
like a museum.
He's
Yeah,
got
I like stuff, but you know what? I'd say very little of it applies to me. I mean, it's not like if I have a
All of
entire-
it applies to you.
Yeah, it applies
But-
to you. It's just not you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it
saying. Like
swims
the,
with you.
Like
it is
the
all
Elvis
about
bathroom.
you.
The Elvis bathroom is not a
you.
tribute to me. No, it's
Yes,
not
it
a
is.
tribute to, no, it's a tribute
It's
to
a
the king.
tribute to things you like, Rob.
And whose house isn't? Do you like your chair, Mike? Do you like your recliner?
Whose house isn't?
Yeah. Do you
This
like your
guy.
recliner? No.
This guy.
No, Mike,
This
you
guy
like
who has
you.
you've got your name all behind you.
But that's the name of the show.
Yeah,
that's
I'm not talking
branding.
about
That's
that.
not the same as self-love.
I'm talking
We'll
about.
get to that in a minute.
I know, Mike, but what I'm talking about is like your recliner. You love your recliner, right?
That's a piece of furniture. That
Mike,
doesn't
don't
count.
just settle down. I'm saying.
All right, I'm going to
you
stop
love
you.
it.
Let me tell you why I'm going to stop you.
All right.
The reason I'm going down this road is because when I got married to her, I had a significant, from my single days, collection of stuff that I decorated my house with. Now, it was
remember,
probably a rental house, but when Carla, more than any other woman I've ever been involved with, 20 plus years ago when she came into my life, she slowly but steadily
Yes.
dismantled all. I'm talking about all. By the way, I'm looking to my right here. I don't think you can see it, but I do have a vintage New York Giants helmet right over here that I'm looking at.
Okay.
For now.
That's it for now. Because this is my studio. I have all merchandise and a few logoed items in this studio. Otherwise, nothing.
Well, it's a workspace, yeah.
I had artwork. I had certain pictures that I liked so bad. Now, there's only one corner of my house where I have a picture of my mom and dad and a picture of my mom.
With the candles?
That's the shrine.
Yes.
Just a picture. That's it. Every other decorative item in my home, Rob Spiewak, was placed by her and could not be more generic.
Well,
There it is.
but there are things you like in your home, is all I'm saying, right? And that's why you have a home. It's like the old George Carlin bit stuff. You buy a house to keep your stuff in, and you buy stuff that you like.
But
Now,
you
No, but I
are
think
wall-to-wall
I'm
stuff.
But I think I'm more like Rob. All of Rob's stuff is probably in the basement.
Yeah,
And
I'm
Carrie-
allowed to
Carrie
have the
decorates
basement,
the rest
yeah.
of the house. I have my office and everything's shoved in here.
And I don't have anything of outside of show related
still
stuff.
have the
I don't have
statue?
anything. Of me?
Yes.
I don't have anything. You have. Look at all. I'm jealous. Look at the stuff that Josh has. Look at the stuff that you have. I don't have any stuff. I don't have any stuff. I got a backdrop that we bought for the show that we take on the road. That's
And I
it.
think we all have a different look. Like in my basement, for example, I have the Stations of the Cross. And a lot of people don't
I'm
have that.
trying to make a point here.
Is
that
your stuff gone or in storage? Like, can you redecorate your office?
if I had access to the stuff that is, I think most of it in Maine. We
Yeah.
have storage down here too. I don't think there's anything of mine.
Where's the
in that
stuff
storage.
from the Manassas house attic? Because you had a lot of stuff in the Manassas
That would be in
house
Maine.
attic. Okay, then all of his stuff is in Maine. That's where he had
yeah,
like
most of my stuff
framed
is in Maine.
things and stuff like that and made it up there.
So the nightstand is where I put this, and then got back home, had a conversation with my wife, and realized that she was going to be coming home at about 6 or 6:30. I was going to actually cook for the family, but I didn't even get what.
Wash your hands.
Well, there's that, but I'm also
I
thinking,
haven't done the thing yet, but I
I'm
realized
just thinking that if she's putting a time code of when she's going to be home, the last thing you need when you're doing the debut flight of this vehicle,
I don't want her coming in.
well,
Right.
you don't want the pressure of
I don't
having
want
to be done by a
hey,
certain
well,
time.
we'll get to pressure in a second.
Okay.
When I had my last conversation with her, and she said, "Okay, how did pickup go?" I said, "Great, he's fine. He's here. He's doing his thing. He's getting ready for Spanish. He gets his online Spanish thing that he does. He's going to be fine." And then I realized she's not going to be coming home for like 2.5 hours, and he is in doing his Spanish.
Was
and
there
I
like
said-
any power fluctuations, or was there a brownout because you had the thing charging?
Really? A brownout?
Well, I
Really?
mean, that's
You're going to go there?
no, I
You're gonna
didn't.
go there.
Mike, that's what you call when power fluctuates, when there's not a full power surge. It's a brownout.
Are you done?
I was done years ago.
All right. I used this time. I said, okay, it's now or never. Now, the very first thing I did when I ran my errands when I went out
Yes.
was there was one thing that was not included with the device.
Yes.
And that was an item that provides easy operation, if you know what I mean. That that prevents any stoppage, if you know what I mean. I'm really talking in code because
Yeah,
I don't
code
want to say
with a
that- I don't
veil
want-
on it.
I don't want to say what it was.
Yeah.
So I love Korean golfers. KJ Choi was one of my favorites. His younger brother, KY Choi,
Also
was,
great, yes.
was a very good player as well. So I have what I need. And I now have read the instructions. And
Were they, I'm guessing, were the instructions not in perfect grammatical English?
No, they were. They were.
They were?
This doctor, Dr. Rachel, thank you. She includes, very, very detailed instructions as to how it's going to work. And so
Does it come with a CD of music?
it does not.
No, I was thinking of video walkthrough.
I will tell you without going into any real detail here,
Yes.
my review of the situation. So
Oh,
A,
good.
and I'll go right down the alphabet here. A, I would describe the event as successful. So I was able to accomplish what they wanted me to do.
Great.
You see.
That is great.
B, I realize that when it comes to, I guess the word I would use would be flexibility. Accessing certain areas is easier with my right arm than my left arm. Don't know why. I don't know if everybody's like that.
That's funny because you write left-handed.
Yeah, I do. I write left-handed.
Maybe that's a way you protect
But this
your
arm,
dominant hand.
I've got a right here.
Careful, you
I've
look
got-
like Musk.
Right here, I've got LeBron James reach. Okay,
Okay.
right here,
Yeah.
I'm a velociraptor. Right, I'm
I
a
think
T-Rex.
Mike, it's your body protecting your dominant hand. If God forbid something should go wrong during
Don't
this
know what
test,
it was, but
you can still write a check.
as the procedure began, I realized early on that in order to do this correctly, I was going to have to use the right arm as opposed to the left arm. That was the only real glitch.
Anything
I
in the
hate that word.
anything in the written instructions about choosing an arm?
Not really.
No. Well, I guess
As
they
a matter
leave
of
that
fact,
up to
the
you.
instructions probably were for someone who was a yoga instructor or something, because the flexibility, probably not people at my advanced age that are paying attention to this.
Well, I think that there's a certain segment of your of Dr. Rachel's clientele that would be your age, because that's
I
when
think
this
it's
would,
designed for people your age.
when it becomes necessary.
I
right?
suppose you're right. I mean, that's
It's not
okay
always
too.
going to just be a pleasure cruise, Mike. Sometimes you're going somewhere.
And I'm glad you brought that up.
Thank you.
Because the next thing I will tell you, C, would be that from the outset, in no way, and I'm sorry if you think I'm full of baloney about this, but I'm going to tell you, it did not strike me in any way, shape, or form as something that I found erotic in nature. Now, maybe it's because I was thinking of it medically.
Yeah, it was sort of
but-
forced upon you. I mean, if someone were to introduce it in
It's
a
an
different
interesting
way-
word that you've
well, I didn't
chosen
mean
to
it that
use.
way.
No,
It was
so-
you were told to do this.
So it's not a gateway drug.
No. As
Not
many
yet.
people, I'm sure you've received correspondence of people that might be speculating as to that. At least what I did was, now they say that one of the things you're supposed to do is if you experience any pain, stop right away. Don't deal with it. There was no pain.
You are a manly man, Mike. You can take what they dish out.
No, I think that as you know, in many circles, in a variety of preferences sexually, this is considered something that is, a zone.
Sure.
And I'm here to say, perhaps because I was focusing on doing what I was doing, I did not really feel that way. And I was not surprised, but I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's no big deal. It was no big deal, is what I'm saying. It was really no big deal. And I was very conscious of the fact that I only have 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is the amount of
need
time
to-
they recommend at the outset.
Now, the first time you tasted whiskey, I'm sure it wasn't all that pleasurable to you. I mean, it burns. It has an odd flavor profile that you probably
Yeah.
haven't had. But the more you have it, the more you appreciate it. Do you think that you could grow to enjoy this process? The
You're
way
a
people-
sick person.
I'm
You
just
know that.
curious.
You
I'm
really
just curious.
no. I am considering this a medical procedure that will hopefully assist me medically. That's what I am. And if
And
it
that's
does,
what's
if it
written on the
doesn't.
box.
I just that's it. But I did it, and when I was done, I was done. And then they give you instructions on what to do after the fact, and that was it. And it was not.
I'm going to ask.
I don't
this
know
next question,
what
Mike.
this says about me, but it was not necessarily a unclean procedure based on whatever. But I was not. I didn't have many issues with that at all, if any. So that was that. That was it.
I'm going to ask Mike a very. I'll try to be as delicate as you were earlier. Are you
I'm
familiar?
almost
with,
through this. I'm almost at the finish line.
But I
with
just
this.
have to know this, Mike, and I think America wants to know this, and the world.
God.
Are you familiar with the butterfly effect? Where
What is
something
the- what is the
almost
butterfly?
imperceptible, like the flap of a butterfly's wing across the nation, can sometimes affect things many, many miles or even years away. Things are all connected despite the fact they are very far away. And I'm just curious, butterfly effect wise, if this procedure...
You know where he's going, Josh? Do you have any idea where he's
don't.
going?
I thought
have
it
Did
was
this
no clue.
procedure affect any other parts of your body?
No, that's
Okay,
what I'm
good.
saying. No.
Okay, just
Like,
making
was
sure.
there was nothing, as I said, I perceived it as I was doing something medically and not something to, for pleasure.
Yeah, it didn't make you
So that-
cold or warm or...
Or walk with a limp.
No. Yeah, which, can I be honest with you? That surprised me a little bit.
Really?
Well, yeah, because, I haven't had a life of that area being,
For years.
visited. So the fact that I
So
I found it a little easier than I thought it might be.
Yeah, it goes. I mean, it's been so long.
I'm sure it would not be easy at all if the proper instructions weren't followed. I would
is
imagine it would be difficult.
Is it time to reach out to Dr. Rachel?
It is. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. And that will be a bonus show because Dr. Rachel will be talking in very graphic terms.
Sure.
Or I can do a bonus episode of, one of the mini episodes with her, by
Slideshow
myself.
presentation.
No, I can just talk to her about
TED
that.
Talk.
And I'd like to, ask her about results and how people are responding to this and how it's going. But I would say on first go, I'll be reading more. I'll be investigating more, and I will see about down there how everything seems to be moving along.
Is this a daily exercise?
No, it is. I think that I remember at the outset twice a week, and I think maybe throughout the entire time, twice a week. But the only
so like Wednesdays and Sundays.
But the only thing that will change will be the length of time.
Right.
Where you start at 2 minutes.
What's that?
You start at 2 minutes and then you finish at about 8 hours. No,
well, no,
I don't know.
Because
I don't know
2 minutes isn't much, but I mean, did you have to do anything to pass the time besides stare at the clock? Did you read a magazine or anything? Surf your phone?
It's interesting you mentioned that. It is not just simply,
plug and play.
You got to kind of move things.
Oh, okay. So
you have to move things to.
You're part of the procedure.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so you can't read a magazine.
I suppose if it was a longer procedure, I could watch television or
cook dinner.
No, I will not be cooking dinner. Thank you.
Play Madden. Just something.
I consider
you look great today, Mike. I will say that.
I consider it a success.
Yeah.
Ass.
You look great. Doesn't he look good, Josh?
Yeah. Perfect.
Sure.
He's glowing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. We have to take a break. Let's get out of here. I can't
wait till Sunday.
What is that for the second procedure?
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah. Well, if you're going twice a week, you could probably do it between the 2 games.
Only if Mrs. O'Mara runs out for errands. She doesn't want to be anywhere near this activity.
You got to use that phone tracker. Make sure she's at least 2 minutes away.
That's right. Set an alarm. Mike, we have a promo here, which is nice.
Good. Thanks for telling me, Rob.
It may be cold outside, but the specials are hot.
In Fuego.
At your friendly neighborhood TMOS store. Save now on a wide variety of t-shirts.
Please, put on a clean shirt when you step outside your door.
Buy one now and get the second one for the same price. Fight the winter cold with a TMOS hoodie. So warm, you won't need to wear anything else. If your New Year's resolution is to laugh more, we have you covered with a bonus show subscription. Now packed with extra content you won't find anywhere else. And be the hit of the office with a
TMOS Loud Cup.
Your local TMOS store has these specials and more.
Oh, I think it's marvelous.
We're open 24 hours a day and we never close. Shop now and save at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Thank you very much, Jim Amato. We appreciate it. Say hello to our friends at Magic Mind. Here it is, giving it a shake.
It's just a little guy, Mike. Look how tiny it is.
Shake it one time for me. Oh, good. Josh is holding it up so I can take a little pull on it right here. There you go. This is Magic Mind. Magic Mind. I'm reading it right here. Mental Performance Shot. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. I do this on a regular basis. Let's do it right here. It's that easy. It's one shot.
Mm-hmm. And it's gone.
My mind is focused. Magic Mind has been a total game changer for all of us. This little shot, packed with mushroom nootropics. I love it. Tastes great. Adaptogens, essential vitamins. Keeps you clear-headed, productive, and stress-free without the caffeine crash. Oh, and it tastes amazing. That's why I was able to enjoy it just now. And now you can end your day with Magic Mind, too. This month, they're offering an awesome bundle featuring Magic Mind and their new Magic Mind Sleep, perfect for powering through your day and winding down at night with a risk-free guarantee. There's no reason not to try it. So listen, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, just like me. You're going to love Magic Mind. Right now, get 45% off the Magic Mind bundle with my link, magicmind.com/OmaraJan. That's the link, everybody. Don't miss out. Head to magicmind.com/OmaraJan, and let's make some magic. Right here on the shot, it says, let's see, sharper mind, subtly sweet, Lower stress, calm energy. Don't we all want calm energy?
Yes,
I think so.
please.
And just all sorts of wonderful stuff in here to get your day started. So check it out. They're a fine sponsor of the Mike O'Mara Show, and I'd love you to check out Magic Mind. Take it away, Bruce.
News. Formerly known as Tidbits, here's Mike O'Mara with today's
It
news.
was never known as Tidbits ever in your life, boy. It was never known as Tidbits. There it is. In the wake of devastating wildfires in Los Angeles that struck the heart of the movie industry, nominations to the 97th Academy Awards have gone forward this morning after a pair of delays. We will have them for you on our next show if they're warranted. The Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences will announce the nominations. I think they are in the middle of doing that maybe right now. Let's see.
I think the person they brought in to do it, the only reason to watch would be they brought in Bowen Yang from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, you're the fan. I don't know
You're
if
no,
I'm the
oh,
same.
come on, Mike.
I don't think
really?
I'm the same fan. I know you love Bowen Yang.
Oh, he's
I know
great.
You're a fan of his. He's good.
He's great. He really is.
He's
When
good.
he
He might be great on SNL because there's not many good people there right now.
This is true. He's one of the presenters. I'm not sure who the other person. Oh, Bowen Yang and Rachel Sennett reading the nominees this morning. So,
She a politician?
No, Sennott. Not sure why they scraped the bottom of the barrel for the presenter. Usually it's movie stars they get.
It has been.
Do
It's
that.
an early gig, though, but maybe they're making
it's
it
kind
hip.
of there. That's where everybody is now.
And they probably had an easier chance getting New York people instead of LA people to do it right
that's
now.
true based on the time.
I wonder if they flew out to LA to do it. I have no idea, but it's happening right now. We'll tell you
Conan
more.
O'Brien's the host
Oh, really?
in March.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Conan's going to be doing the Oscars. I think that's a really good choice. This year marks the 36th anniversary, speaking of movies, of When Harry Met Sally. It's not really a milestone, 36 years, but it looks like something is happening. Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal both posted a photo of the two of them sitting on a couch together, wearing clothing similar to their outfits in the movie.
I saw a picture of Billy Crystal with Dr. Rachel.
Yes, big fan. Meg said, quote, "It's finally happening. We're reuniting for something iconic."
No, you know what this is? Super
What?
Bowl commercial.
Is that what it is?
Oh, gotta
gotta
be.
be.
Oh, Mike, you know what? Fie on us and another heaping helping of praise to Josh. We would normally spot this. We are right in the zone now where they start pre-promoting the Super Bowl ads. I'm so ashamed I didn't think of it. Josh, kudos to you.
Can't wait to show you all soon. There's no word yet what we're waiting for. Josh has the theory. For my money, when they tell you something is iconic, it probably isn't, which would also point to a Super Bowl ad that they're doing.
It'll be some
And
sort
doing
of
the
fake
old clothing
orgasm.
and everything. Yeah.
I don't know, but what product would you be able to use for a fake orgasm?
Well, maybe something that I've got in my nightstand right now.
And scene. That's why we work so well together.
Don't like those callbacks sometimes. Oprah Winfrey. I take weight loss medication, GLP-1 they're called. Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, semaglutide, tirzepatide, Dermglow Skin, one of our sponsors, Carla's company. They sell them. It made Oprah realize what she's gotten wrong all these years about thin people, and I tend to agree with her on this.
Okay.
She says, quote, "I thought they had more willpower. They ate better foods. They were able to stick to it longer. They never had a potato chip. And then I realized the very first time I took the GLP-1 that they're not even thinking about it. They're eating when they're hungry, and they're stopping when they're full." Oprah used to think that weight loss drugs were basically the easy way out. A lot of people thought like that. I never hid the fact that I was using this
a lot of
to
people
lose
did,
weight.
but you were always very open about it.
Well, I any way you get there, to me, is fine. Well, it's changed for Oprah. I realized that I've been blaming myself all these years for being overweight, and I have a predisposition that no amount of willpower is going to control. I have to say, as someone who is now, I've lost weight. I've got about another 25 to 30 to go, and I've kind of come up against a wall. And I'm at a place where I got to kind of adjust the meds that I'm on. There's a process,
What if
but I get
you
it.
were able to stop and remain at this weight? Would you be okay with that?
100%. Yeah.
See,
yeah.
I would love to be
5 pounds less. 5 pounds less than
I would love
now.
to be about 20 pounds less than I am right now, but I am still 65 pounds below where I was when I had all my medical issues. And I know I probably should lose the weight, but also I've got a theory after these years that you've got sort of a level weight that you end at, and if you don't overdo it, that's sort of where you are. I think you look great.
I think that it's hard to say what she's dealing with, and I don't know if you can relate to this or anybody that's heavy can relate to this. When she talks about you're eating when you're hungry, you're stopping when you're full, that is, for these medications, to me, the key to the kingdom.
Sure.
You don't eat more than, I would overeat. I would eat for the wrong reasons. I would eat when I was absolutely full.
Yep.
And it's rare that happens on some of these meds. She goes on about obesity as a disease. I think things are called a disease way too much. I think this is just brain chemistry, and these drugs help. And the only way I would agree with her on this and about the people that are thin, that don't have weight problems, the way they eat, I get that. Because when you're on some of these and you've been an overeater, you say to yourself, that's what, you've gone out to dinner with people that eat like a bird and don't obsess about food. You still obsess about food. I still obsess to a degree about food. But no, I'm trying to make a point. That's not good.
No,
That's
but
not
I'm
good.
saying that is something that is probably one of my downfalls. Is
Right.
that
When it stops you from overeating, do you sit there and miss it? Do you wish you were overeating?
No, absolutely not. Because it's up here to me when I'm on these meds that when I'm done, I'm done. But I also think with where I am, it's subtle. I don't think all the studies have been done. I don't know whether it's all there. I know that, I'll give you an example. I've been on this stuff for a very long time, and I plateaued and spiked a little bit during the holidays, then came back down, then spiked again. And Carla said, you know what? Do you inject yourself in the same area? I said, yeah, for about the last month. I put it in my belly, almost in the same general area. She says, don't do that. Because they found out that if you use your arm or another part of your belly and you do that, that can change things as well. So they're still learning about these. But the 80 pounds came off because I felt like thin people, that I was eating like thin people eat, which is you're full, or you're not as interested. Whereas when I was overweight and I was not getting any meds, I thought it was just crappy willpower. And it might be crappy willpower.
Sure.
It's I don't know. People get obsessed about things, but I think the jury's still out on these products.
It's a relatively young technology, and they don't have a lot of, years and years
It's
of
young
research.
for weight loss. It's been around for a long time, but it's young. But
Do you feel
living
that you've built a tolerance at all that maybe you should be upped?
I don't know about that either. I know that I have gone, what am I, on well over a full year of
at least,
maintenance, right? So I think that I don't know, and we'll have to wait and see. But that last 30, the wall is here, and I'd like to go through that wall. I think you tend to get psychologically burned out on doing things. What I find necessary to lose weight, folks, if you're on any of these products, I can give you my own experience. If you record your weight and you record the food you eat, that is almost, it's not a lock, but it's so helpful.
It does
because
help.
you'll know what you're taking in. I take in, ideally for me, about 1,850 calories a day. That's how much I should eat every day. That, if I am religious about that, I'm going to lose weight. Period. End of story.
Is writing it down kind of like a self-shaming?
It's a self-awareness. It's a self-discipline. So that's how I would answer that.
And as a future,
yes, Josh.
That Harry Met Sally commercial, it's for Hellman's.
Mayonnaise.
gross.
Interesting. Wow. I'll have what she's having. I bet that line's used in it.
And you know what, Mike, is as you go on through this, I really applaud you as your future pallbearer. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be me doing you, to be honest with
Well,
you.
then I'm going to put on weight after that remark.
Okay.
And put some bricks in the coffin.
This might be an NHL first. The Edmonton Oilers scored a goal against my beloved Washington Capitals thanks to a nacho platter. Now, I've seen the replay.
Yes.
I don't know whether it really affected it, but listen to what happened. The Oilers playing at home against the Washington Capitals Tuesday night when a fan threw the nachos onto the ice. Moments later, Corey Perry slapped a puck past Capitals goalie Logan Thompson, and Thompson fully admits that he was distracted by the nachos. Here's his quote. I've never seen that before.
I've never seen it before.
Obviously, I always use my same pat Canadian.
Yeah,
Obviously, I got to play the whistle. That one's on me. He added, quote, I saw the guy that threw them, wasn't too happy, but credit to him, he got him a goal. He did. They scored a goal, and they didn't refund it. It was rescinded. Referees didn't blow the whistle because the nachos didn't technically interfere with gameplay, and I watched it, and it doesn't. They're off to the top
Way
of the
off to the
face-off
side,
circle.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Perry claims he didn't even see them. So that's the guy that scored the goal. As for Thompson, he had 30 saves on the night, and the Capitals won the game 3-2. So it didn't affect the outcome. So that's that.
He should have turned
Let's
to
go
the
Caps.
Edmonton Oilers and said, that's nacho victory.
Nacho victory. Nacho balls, nacho. All right, there you go. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that. A British woman donned a polar bear costume to run a frigid Norwegian marathon.
Like Gretzky.
Gretzky when he was gambling. And she broke a world record with her time of 4 hours, 58 minutes, and 29 seconds. Gil Punt, 54. She's
What's the
a
name
teacher.
again?
Gil Punt.
Yes.
What a
indeed.
punt. She's a teacher from Essex. She took on the Polar Night Marathon in Tromsø, Norway, which took runners on a dark mountain pass in temperatures of about 14 degrees.
Oh,
just
punt.
like we have down here in Florida, 14
Yeah.
degrees out. Punt. What was it when you woke up this morning, Josh? What is it up in your part of the state of Florida?
30.
30 degrees under
Yes.
freezing. Punt crossed the finish line in her polar bear costume, earning the Guinness World Record title for the fastest ice marathon dressed as a mammal.
And here she is.
Oh, that's terrific.
With it.
I wouldn't really say that's a polar bear costume. I'd say that's just like a teddy bear costume.
No, it's white. It's a polar
It's
bear.
really just a
It's
polar
always
bear
color
head.
with you. I mean, come on.
Well, no, I mean she's dressed in white, kind of like a polar bear, probably layered up under that.
Or like this podcast.
Yes,
well,
as
the
white
pants-
as it can be, pure as the driven snow.
Yeah, like 3 aspirin. The
Yes.
but the costume, if you could bring it back up, the pants are not even a costume. They're just like white pants.
Yeah, but
I
isn't that the standard issue? I've been to those conventions.
the furry conventions?
Yeah, easier access, Rob. That's the way it goes.
Where you
with
first
us.
met Dr.
No,
Denise, I think.
Yes, it
it's
is.
more like a
Rachel.
It's more like a lazy teenager's Halloween costume.
It
Okay.
is.
All right, very good. There
Yeah.
she is. Isn't that special?
Well, next year she should dress as some sort of arachnid, not a mammal. Something
Finally,
fun.
today, a new app claims to be able to deliver an accurate prediction of a man's penis size and shape and your potential sexual compatibility using a photo of your hand.
That's terrific.
Brand strategist
we doing this on the bonus show?
Trin Randlew. That's a great idea, by the way, for the bonus show.
Yeah.
Recently released Size Him, a titillating new tool to give you a hand. Once users upload a photo of their hand and the hand of their potential partner, well, maybe too many moving parts with this, Josh. The site's calculations will then predict which of the 7 types of thing, curved, up banana, C-shape, bender,
curve.
cucumber, big shaft, lots of different categories.
Moving parts,
The person likely has the odds of your physical sexual compatibility and even gives suggestions of what you should do in the boudoir to fit your sexy combo. The hand really can tell us a lot, Randlew said, and her curious crew confirmed when a couple's proportions were similar, there is a higher likelihood of a physical match. which increases the odds of great sex. The app is available everywhere worldwide except Ireland, where it was banned due to the possibility of causing a national depression. Hey, you're not compatible with anybody. There you go.
Oh, I didn't. Mike, I've tried it. I found it though at DennisMurphy.com.
There it is. Yes, sir. One hand, one heart, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like a good vitamin?
Yes, I do.
We're going to talk vitamins when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Vitamins. King Vitamins.
King Vitamin.
Let's talk about Let's talk about momentous. In an ideal world, our diets would provide. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike O'Mara will now go to the beginning of the commercial and begin it again.
Can I have a countdown, please?
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Let's talk about momentous. In an ideal world, our diets would provide everything we need to perform at our best. But in reality, we all benefit from extra support to reach new personal heights every day. That's why I focus on what we call the Momentous 3: protein, creatine, and omega-3 nutrients, proven to be the foundation of long-term health. This protocol fuels every cell in your brain and body, making it the simplest way to maximize your health span. It's backed by human performance experts and certified for professional and collegiate athletes. In other words, it's the best extra support you could ever ask for. So, if you are interested in making a true investment in your health, why not join the best in human performance and be part of the change that's raising the bar on supplements? Just go to livemomentous.com and use code TMOS for 20% off your new routine today. That's livemomentous.com. And don't forget that code, ladies and gentlemen, TMOS. Speaking of King Vitamins, Rob Spiewak, for many, many days now, has brought this to my attention. We haven't gotten to it on the show, but, what is your vitamin news that you want to share with us?
As you know, we've discussed in the past, our houses share sort of a spending freeze, and we're looking at a way to cut corners and save money. I take a fleet of vitamins every day, but I always have taken a multivitamin. And for years and years, I've taken Centrum Silver. And I usually buy it because it was doctor recommended. He said this is everything you need.
Yeah, but it's like Kellogg's cornflakes. It's like you're the one. It's the one that's on the magic box. That's kind of the way you live your life. If it's on TV,
I went with
you
a
take
doctor.
it.
No, I went with a doctor recommendation, and so he said that is probably.
He probably just said a multiple. That's
no,
right.
He said Centrum Silver. He's what he said.
Centrum Silver. Okay.
And so I went into I take one every day.
You take Prevagen too?
No, I don't take that.
Okay, just checking.
Is that the memory one?
That's the brain health, but we have Magic Mind, so we don't need
that's
to worry
That's
about
all
that.
I need. My brain is fine. It's my body that's failing.
So Centrum Silver, that's the old person's vitamin.
It's for 50. That's where they try to get
that's
you
old.
In. So it is old. Mm-hmm. So I normally buy it at a drugstore or sometimes Costco, but sometimes you don't want to go out, and I had another thing to buy, so I went onto the Amazon and searched vitamins, and it said, wouldn't you like to try, instead of Centrum Silver, Century Silver? Now, keep in mind.
There you go. They're ripping off the big boys.
Century, obviously chosen because it sounds like Centrum.
Does it say Kirkland on it?
No, this is the Amazon recommended brand.
Oh, okay, so this is the Amazon brand. What is the name of like the paper towels from Amazon? Basic. Thank you, Josh.
And I think Basic Vitamins probably wasn't going to sell well.
No, probably
but
not.
Amazon Basic makes a great button-down shirt.
Do they really?
Fantastic.
Really? You bought an Amazon shirt?
Yeah, and pants. I've bought Amazon Basic pants.
You got to wear those one day next week. You got to share those with us.
That was a few pounds ago. So we'll see.
They don't fit?
No, I'm back into the Sonomas now, Mike. Sonomas from Kohl's.
All right, so let me ask this about the Sentry. Is that the Amazon house brand, or have they farmed it out to somebody?
I think they've farmed it out, and it's the brand I know, Mike, because it's one of the great names in self-care. 21st Century.
Okay, 21st Century.
That's the brand. 21st Century.
But really, I will tell you, looking at it on the outside, the packaging seems professionally done. That seems okay.
The label hasn't peeled off yet. It's 265 tablets. That's a deal. And I'm trying to see where it was manufactured. It doesn't say. In Arizona it was made, and it claims to be laboratory tested. But I'm wondering.
Did you get your Centrum pill box and compare notes?
I have not, because I got this, and what happened, Mike, is when I laid my pills out for the week, and I have an AM and a PM pill monitor.
Healthy as an ox, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know what? Better than not taking the pills, eh? So I'm very regular
it's just
about
like
it.
your regimen is very similar to like an 85-year-old woman, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I have to do it now because I won't make it to 85. Don't take this from me. So when I'm laying it out, I take my multivitamins in the morning, and I was out, so I went down. So I knew that I had to order, so I don't have the bottle to compare it to because I pitched the bottle.
So you brought these in because you thought that you get advice, or
I was just wondering if you are on some sort of sales website or someplace like that, and you're going to buy something you've bought your entire life. Like let's say I'm an addict to Dial soap. I've used Dial soap since I was 18. Right?
There's another TV product.
Yeah, another old man product.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you do.
I am.
Can't you just admit it that you buy things that the magic box tells you to buy? You buy the things that you're told to buy.
Maybe originally, but now I just buy Dial because I like it, and I've tried other soaps. But if you go and you buy something, and a website says, "Would you like to try this?" Are you ever tempted to jump brands?
When I surf Facebook in particular, and I don't go on Facebook nearly like I used to, but I will tell you this, that when I do, I get loads of pop-ups. And I would say
good for you, Mike, a man of your age. Lasts
no,
more than
not
4
those
hours,
kind of pop-up. That's the previous discussion. I get a lot of things where we all know this. We've talked about it for years that they are tailored to your interests, and
they're just in your feed. Yeah,
probably about 5%. I'm probably about a 5% where I'll linger on one. There was we used to have what are they called? Groove Life belts and wallets.
Yeah,
right. They used to be a sponsor, and I get a lot of those wallet places that I'll do a dive on because
you like
as much
wallets.
as I in my Groove Life wallet, it's been with me for a number of years.
Sure.
And so when I see a new one, it pops up. But they do that so they kind of see what you're searching. And did a pop-up ad ever come to your box?
No, this was as I was searching vitamins on Amazon. It said, "Wouldn't you like to try these?" And this is when I got to thinking, what is the importance of your health when the multivitamin you use, you're just going on the recommendation of a big, massive corporation that says, "Here, you can save $3 or whatever it is." Would you change your vitamin brands?
I think that.
Because it's virtually medical. It is virtually
It's medical, but and it's medical. If you go to a doctor's office and they're going to ask you what you take every day, vitamins are usually included on that list. Include the vitamins as well.
Well, prescriptions are generally the off-brand version.
Yeah, generics.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So it seems like it's the same thing.
I get most of my prescriptions at MikeO'MaraShow.com. If you have to click the RX tab, and they have all of the great TMOS prescriptions.
Yeah.
But would you go off-brand on vitamins? I don't. I know my dad will not.
I go off-brand on tons of stuff, but I will tell you the most recent off-brand purchase that I made.
Yes.
And this is for purposes of informing our audience. You might like them. I do not. The Amazon brand paper towels. I feel like I am cleaning my kitchen countertops with copier paper.
Well, because
that's
they're
what
not
I feel.
Actually paper towels. I believe we looked them up, and they were just sheets.
Yeah.
Sheets of semi-treated paper.
Mike, you need to go with the Kirkland paper towels.
But I think there is an in-between where I will continue the search, and I love the idea of that kind of crap coming to your door. Love that.
Oh, I love when it's delivered. Yeah. But I don't know about paper towels. I want to see the best thing you can order offline, Mike, is of course the lighter. That is.
Is that? Are you doing the obsessive compulsive thing where every day you're going to bring the lighter in? Is that
Mike,
what it's going to be?
I believe it is.
I think one more episode and it's a tax write-off.
That's true. This is my business lighter.
I will tell you that the vitamins, I think when it comes to stuff you put in your body that's sold in the United States,
from the doctors,
I don't think. Hold it up again. Hold the center.
The lighter or the vitamins?
The vitamins.
I want to hate this brand. It's 21st Century Healthcare. They've got a nice website where they make all types of vitamins.
I think you're fine
legit.
with it.
Okay,
I think you're fine.
All right.
But let's get to the whole topic of vitamins anyway.
And I get the men's version, not the adult version.
And really, do any of us, anybody that takes vitamins, do you really have any evidence that you need them?
I will say this.
Sugar pills.
Since before, yes. We even took and filled his pills with sugar.
Right.
No, but since before,
I'm not trying to jack a sponsor here, but I will tell you this stuff. When I take a shot of the Magic Mind, I actually do feel a little bit of a
Yeah.
I really do. I do that with vitamins. I can't tell.
Well,
I
think
tell.
that the vitamins are sort of a steady thing. Since before COVID, I heavily do vitamin C. I think I do 500 in the morning and in the evening, and because I was told
chewable.
They look, Mike, Fred Flintstone. It looks just like.
No. Do you do the chewables?
No, it's a proper vitamin C tablet. I take it twice a day. My doctor told me you can't overdo vitamin C because if what your body doesn't absorb, you just piss it out. So that's great. So I go on the high end, and you know what? Never got COVID. Never even had a bad reaction from the COVID shot.
Better knock some wood there. You better knock on wood when you say that. It's still out there. It's still out there. Be careful.
Up till now, no COVID, but also I got.
But that's because you don't leave the house.
No, but also
It
there's
is
that.
true. He doesn't leave.
Had to
I
leave
think
the
it's
house
the
to get the
same reason
vaccine.
I don't get a lot of it because, I play golf, but that's distance from people. There were guys that I played that have had it. I think you keep your distance when you're on a golf course. And other than that, I'm in here a lot. What's that?
The Florida sun.
Well, I take
Being
vitamin
out in the
D
sun
as well.
is good.
Yeah.
Do you think that the vitamin D factor is a
Couldn't hurt.
contributing factor
Yes.
in
Couldn't
medical
hurt.
corner? This
But
is great.
did you feel? I got, I guess, 4 total COVID shots. I think it was 4. Maybe there was a 5th one. I don't remember. But did you have any negative effects from your COVID shot? Did you feel a little dicey the next day?
No, never did.
I didn't either. And I think
I
it's,
did.
Really?
I was sick the day after.
And have you gotten COVID, Josh? I forgot. Have you gotten it
I
ever?
believe 3 times.
3 times.
Hey, look at you.
Wow, that's amazing.
But vitamin C, they say, was instrumental in helping you.
So will
revive
you be
yourself
buying
from the
your
shot.
vitamin C from Century?
Yeah, you know what? I will from now
All right.
on. I mean, I think
Get
vitamin
the Centrum.
Yeah.
Take a picture. Go out to the drugstore. Take a picture of the back of a Centrum, and then just compare notes. They can't lie about the vitamins that are in there.
Sure they can.
Or can they?
Mike, I would like to bet you $1 that 21st Century buys their vitamins from another manufacturer and then repackages them, like Kirkland does.
Yeah, all right. We'll find out. Maybe you should go in and ask them to hand out vitamin samples at your local Costco. You should.
You
do
see,
that.
I know that's an insult, but you know what? So what?
Costco. Oh, it's Amazon. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're doing the
Don't worry.
Amazon thing.
Amazon
It's
does
very
have 21st Century vitamin C.
Oh,
Nice.
That's exciting. That's
Very good,
wonderful.
yeah.
All right. When we come back, I took the fam last Friday. This is how long I've been sitting on this thing. I took them out to a Japanese restaurant with our friends Scott and Jennifer and their 2 boys and Michael because the kids love Japanese joints. They love it with the volcano and all that.
Well, they don't remember the war.
I tried not to laugh at this waiter. We'll be right back. How would you like to be the most interesting person at the football big game playoff party? Playoffs? Leave the tired jersey and your Sam Huff signature leather helmet at home. Just show up with a bottle of wine from an independent winemaker with a truly unique story. Fabulous. Right here in my hot little hand.
We've all got it.
The same brand?
No.
Mine's
Okay.
a Scott Kelly
And
from
mine's
Oregon.
A Frank Dusek.
Of course it is.
What's the matter with you?
Is it a Pinot Noir?
No, it's a Chardonnay.
Okay. Scott
He
Kelly's
makes
same
several.
one.
Yeah.
We should come to rehearsal more often. Anyway, Naked Wines. Everybody's got their wine. There we go. Yes, sir. This podcast is sponsored by Naked Wines, a subscription service that seamlessly. Why is Rob getting wine? Oh, his wife drinks wine. That's right.
And my
Okay.
mother.
And your mother. It is a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to
And
the finest.
sometimes I have a glass.
And I
scare
picture
me.
Rob handing it out to the mailman, the UPS guy. Yeah.
Yes, but buy the glass. I hand him a glass of wine.
Let me get back on track here. Naked Wines is a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet. So you get a case of the market's best quality wines, and you get it for a fraction of the price that you'd normally pay in stores. With our code, you can get 6 bottles for just $39.99. Naked Wines believes that great wine is an experience that helps you connect with your friends, family, and community over a shared bottle of wine. Turn off the noise of the outside world and uncork a bottle to celebrate the little joys in life. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. Let's go! You need to join the Naked Wines community. Head to nakedwines.com/TMOS and put in our code, TMOS, for both the code and password, and you'll get 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99 with shipping included. That's nakedwines.com/TMOS and the code TMOS for 6 bottles of wine, $39.99. You're going to love it. If it makes you feel safe, go ahead and wear a cup when you're watching the game this weekend.
Yes.
But you shouldn't drink from it, all right? Just get a proper vessel, a proper flagon, if you will. That's
Yes.
what I would appreciate that. All right.
Snifter.
So I'm not going to exaggerate because I happen to do this voice because as soon as he came to the table, Friday night we get a reservation at 6:30 to go with our buddies Scott and Jennifer and their wonderful boys, and we go out to the Japanese joint that's just around the corner. Every neighborhood has one now. There it is. There's the gong, and the one little thing. Have you ever been to a restaurant where I think they do this at Japanese restaurants?
What's that?
They won't seat you until everybody's there.
Yeah,
so
I think that's
with
fairly common. Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of us, and we got there a little early, and then we just wait in the lobby until they arrive.
Is
and
there seating? Are there like red vinyl benches or anything?
Yeah, there's some seating
Okay.
out there, and we're hanging and watching people walk by, and of course, old get nervous and anxiety about nothing. Me, I'm getting competitive as I'm seeing like group after group of and rednecks love Japanese steakhouses. I'm seeing the neck parade come in on Friday. Well, you know it's true, right?
I know.
Every
We've got one
Japanese
out
steakhouse
here.
in America, because it is a perfectly social setting where
a
you sit
show.
at a community table, and what better way to experience it than sit against somebody from Duck Dynasty that isn't going to say one syllable while he eats his fried rice?
But Mike,
Wait,
there is something
does
to be said. Go ahead, Josh. I'm
Yours
sorry.
sits you with strangers?
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
Not this
see, the
time, but normally, if Carla and I go with Michael, they'll put us at a group table, and it'll be clicks and grunts. You know, where I'll say something, and then no one wants to engage because they're shy.
Mike, do you remember when I talked you into in Las Vegas going to see that Elvis impersonator who looked good from a distance?
I remember the name. Hold on. Let me see if I got the name. Let me see. Carini?
Carlini, Trent
Carlini.
Carlini. I'll give you that. That's very
He's
good.
dead, Dom. He's
He is
dead,
Dom.
dead.
But those tickets came with dinner at Benihana, and you were done. You would not go to dinner with me. So I was forced to go to Benihana in Las Vegas by myself. And here's something, Josh, if you can picture it. I was still drinking then. And it was Las Vegas, and it was an evening show of an Elvis impersonator. So I may have started drinking before the show. So by the time I got to Benihana, and I was by myself, and I was seated with probably 4 other couples, I proceeded to make the entire evening about me, and I had no problem with it. And so
God.
I feel
that would
sorry
be
for
so
them in the
obnoxious.
past.
Were they laughing at you?
I think there was
Or
not. It
with
never
you.
even got to that.
Were
It
you
was,
performing for them?
I believe I professed to have a job I didn't have.
No, you were ossified.
Yeah, I was
That's
gone.
funny.
So anyway, be that person at the Japanese steakhouse. Be fun. Make a friend. It's okay.
Two
You can do
things
that.
at this joint made me laugh. And
Is it a chain or is it a mom and pop?
I do not know, but it probably is a chain. I don't know. What's it called? I'm not going to mention the name because I'm going
Okay.
to make fun of the waiter. So the waiter comes over after a really long time, and it looks to me like the waiter, not waitress, waiter, waiter,
waiter
has the whole floor of the hibachi tables. And it's like, that's a lot of people that he has to handle. Finally arrives, and he looks like an average, medium-sized, 35-year-old Asian dude. Nothing sticks out about him, nothing unusual, until he opens his mouth.
Okay.
And he walks over, stands in front of us, and then he says, "What could I get you for a drink?" Oh no! I gotta use the thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. All
the
right.
first time you hear his voice, this is what you hear? Oh no. And you, what is your reply to, "What could I get you to drink?"
It was, "Hey, can I get you something to drink?" And I go, I don't think he noticed, but as soon as he said that, I went, and I look over at my buddy, and he gets the drink order. I am biting my lower lip. I am biting my lower lip, and then he walks away. I said, "Is it just me?" "No, we all heard him." And he comes back, "Okay. Who had the Sapporo? There we go."
Mike, you missed the proper reply when he asked if you could get the drink. When he asked if he could get you a drink, you should have said, "Hey man, you've got a dart in your neck."
Pull what out?
Yeah, I was thinking more like the guy from the Goonies for the voice.
Hey, you guys.
Rocky Road.
And then the guy comes from the kitchen, the chef.
Right.
And how do I describe this guy? He was magnificent. He had a smirk on his face. He was tiny. He was an average Japanese chef, like in the hibachi.
Yeah.
Where I think he took the spatula and he just went like this.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. And his favorite prop, you've seen this before, is when he sets the oil on fire.
Yes.
He puts it out with water coming out of a peeing squeeze
Oh,
cup.
it's a little guy.
Guy.
That its faucet is his
right.
his schwanz.
And after mainlining 2 Sapporos, I found him he reminded me of Bobby Lee. But I know, I found it thinking about it right now. All right, in the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
Let's see. Aquafina has a family.
Yes.
And Aquafina's brother is taken by Aquafina's friend, who's the love interest of the guy. And that guy, that's who he looks like.
Does he have glasses?
He looks like a kid. He has glasses on.
Is it Jimmy O Yang?
No, this is a totally different guy. This is the brother.
It's been a while
this
since
is
I've
the
seen
brother of the family in Singapore of
This guy?
Aquafina. That guy. That is exactly what he looks like. How do you not smile and laugh at that? And the attitude is the exact same. Show it one more time. This was our chef.
I love him.
There. And he is, and that's the expression he has
The whole time?
The entire time. It was beautiful. I didn't realize it until this very moment. It's what I love about this show.
There
I love
you go,
about having
man.
Josh on the computer. That is exactly what he looked like. And I watched this dude finish with us and walk the whole length of the dining room and walk out. And that expression, that smirk, the same one he is showing you with those heart hands, that smirk that he had on, that lasted the entire length of the restaurant as he went back. And we had just a delightful evening at the Japanese restaurant. Yeah, I don't remember. Some fried rice.
What did you
fried
catch?
rice and shrimp. What's that?
What did you catch? What did
COVID.
you toss in your mouth?
COVID. I caught, I think the kids were doing it.
Yeah,
I don't think we did it. They did. The kids they got like 90 pieces of broccoli. And they were killing it. It was fantastic. I think I had shrimp and chicken. That's what I had.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
If you go to what's it called? Sakura up here. It's a chain up here in Northern Virginia, and when they catch it's a pricier place. They throw a ribeye at you.
An entire ribeye.
An entire ribeye steak.
Because if you don't catch it in your mouth, you get brain damage. That's exactly what happens.
It's self-preservation.
Do you have beautiful video for us
Mike,
today?
it is so pretty. You might even want to put on sunglasses.
It's a stupid show. I feel this enormous feeling of satisfaction that I now know why I was laughing, because that's the face I was looking at. I'm going to show that to Carla. I know
Show
it's
it to
dumb.
her and then shake your spatula in the air.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm trying. Hey, listen up, beautiful maniacs. Dermglow Skin welcomes the new year. New year! I know news.
Danny!
What are your aspirations for 2025? Dermglow Skin and Carla are here to empower you. Whether you resolve to lose a pound or 100, even 200 pounds, Carla is dedicated to guiding you. Let Dermglow Skin be your partner for all your peptide needs. Explore semaglutide, terzipatide, samorelin, B12, and this thing right here, NAD+.
Oh, you used it on the air yesterday. Will you do it on the air today?
Well, I was looking for it on the air. I couldn't find it. I got yelled at for that.
Yeah.
And right behind here. Here we go.
Okay.
Just one squirt here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Pull what out? All right, man. That's fantastic.
If
NAD+.
you want to get down on the ground.
No, it's not. But it's good for you. It really is.
It is.
She's also got the most amazing variety of skincare products, all delivered right to your door, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You can experience the comfort of transformation from your own home. Even better, Carla's always there to support you. Her email box never closes. Let her, Carla, my wife, be your buddy, and visit dermglowskin.com and discover the weight management and peptides button. I am Mike O'Mara, and now that I have lost the weight and maximized my epidural beauty, epidermal beauty would be when I'm having a baby and they give me an injection and I can't feel my legs. I am often stopped on the streets of Fort Myers and mistaken for Timothy Chalamet.
I've seen this happen.
Instead of making it awkward by correcting them, I invariably give an autograph and sing a Bob Dylan song. Usually, lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. It's effing awesome. Now, go in peace. Hit the music, Sam.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Cherry
Oh, here's a classic.
The morning zoo.
Hey, Mr. Tam. I'm sorry, I was doing my Dylan.
That's right. I wanted you to hear this. I dug this up. Here's a classic jingle from years past.
John and Mike, the morning zoo.
I do love it.
I don't remember playing that one a lot. You know,
that was at the very end of the cavalcade. So you might have not been in the studio yet. I don't know.
I like this one better. Okay, listen to this. Hey, everybody, WABA. Having a oh, wait a minute. I blew it. I don't even remember my own jingle. Hold on a second. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Here we are.
I'm going to the bedroom right now.
The Mike O'Mara Show. TMOS.
And I got a big tool in there. Yes, sirree. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm going to let that lay.
Okay.
Do you think that with Pat Sajak gone, Wheel has lost some of its zest? Do you think
1,000%. And it's not because of Pat's scary talent and energy. It's because Ryan, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Seacrest is a DJ.
Yep.
And the energy required for Wheel is not the same energy required on American Idol. The energy or the energy that he brings to the talk show that he was on with Kelly
Lee.
before Mark Consuelos took over. It is not the energy doesn't match, and sometimes
it makes it feel like a retread.
It does, and sometimes when you hire the guy that gets all the jobs and takes everything he is offered because he feels like if he doesn't, he is going to die.
Right.
You misstep, and they needed to get a guy that had a slicker, mellower energy to match that up. Seacrest doesn't work on it. It doesn't work.
It's funny you bring that up because what you call the DJ energy, I think, is the problem. What they needed is someone with, pardon me if you disagree, a weatherman's energy.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. I don't.
That or Stabby.
Oh boy,
Stavros. I'd love to get it. Okay, good. I hope we can get him.
Yes.
It's just too Ryan, right?
Yeah.
He's in the way. Do you feel like he's in the way?
Yes, exactly. And this is why, Mike, this piece was floating around social media, and this is not a mistake that this happened, and it seems a bit hungry. Ryan had a day. Okay. This is the
I think
final.
that's about it. Do your best. It's living things, the category. Talk it out if you need to. You have
He doesn't
10
have many
seconds.
letters.
Good luck.
Wonder if he gets it.
Guppies? Yes. You got it.
Oh, so he got it. It's Guppy.
You did it.
And he's very excited. He hugs Ryan and knocks Ryan over.
Kills Ryan.
Get over here. Get over.
I watched this episode. That's how pathetic my life is.
Oh, no, you watched it? So what's your
watched
takeaway from it? What's your takeaway from it?
I hated the contestant, and it's not, and don't make this into a homophobic thing, all right?
Right.
I just didn't like the contestant. He was obnoxious, in my opinion. Yeah. And the whole Ryan moment that was a pretty good pull, though, with the living thing, and Guppies was on there. But the whole thing with Ryan, it's just, all right, I'm so subtle, and I've watched so much of Wheel that I have to tell you, when he gives the guy the instructions, it's too friendly. That's what it is. Pat wasn't friendly at all. No. You could sense that Pat was unhappy when they won and happy when they lost.
Pat wanted them to stick to the rules and be done and go home. That's what
You're
Pat
right.
wanted.
He's walking him through it.
Yeah.
Telling him.
It's
think
too
out
much.
Loud.
It's him being an everyman, nice guy, safe, nice guy. Ryan. I'm over Ryan Seacrest. Too much Ryan.
I think, Mike, we've been over him for a while. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the dude, I'd like to see a little. It's anybody that's overexposed gets like that.
Let's give it to Michael Strahan.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, or the Michael Strahan.
Nate Burleson.
Nate Burleson. Nate, give me a new outfit, Burleson. Who's on?
I was talking
Hollywood
to Carrie.
Squares.
And that sucked too. I watched 5 seconds. Of
Why
that.
would you? Why would you even do that?
Horrific. Absolutely terrible.
Carrie and I were talking that they should do a Saturday Night Live bit with like NFL Today or the NFL on CBS, and as they introduce everyone, they have more outrageous clashing colors in their suits.
Let me say about game shows and DJs.
Okay.
Back in the day, most game shows were hosted by LA DJs.
Yep.
The thing about DJs, and I go back to a little radio station, WKYS in Washington, D.C., the thing about certain formats is that there was a cool that certain DJs exuded. Jim Lang, host of The Dating Game, would be a great example. Another great example was Peter Marshall, who hosted Hollywood Squares, where there's this kind of Bob Eubanks, another one. They had this kind of chill, cool, where it's not around anymore. You can't find it.
No.
And that is what works for a game show. A little element of I'm better than you are.
Yeah.
Which Seacrest is terrified to do that.
Mm-hmm. He wants to be relatable and likable.
No, it was
likable.
what Trebek had and Sajak had.
100%. Yep. I think we've identified it. We've solved the problems of the world today on this show. I'm very
But Mike,
happy.
have you solved the problem of the danger of going to a Chinese barbershop?
No, I have not.
Because sometimes you just go in for a haircut and you didn't pay for this. You didn't pay for the cow coming through the door.
Hey, long hair on that one dude.
I know. Well, they're fixing it. It's
Or is
a
it a
tiny
lady?
barber shop.
It might be a lady. I apologize. It might be a
doesn't
lady.
matter
That
at
is a
this
lady.
point. But
No.
the
But the
cow,
cow-
now they're out and you can still see the cow.
Yeah, the cow needs a little trim.
Cal looks like maybe he was hanging out in his own poo. A little
Cows
bit.
do that.
Yeah, they lie in their own poo. There's the cow's ass.
So,
Yeah.
Mike, hi,
There
cow.
it is. There's the cow. Hi, cow.
Looking in the mirror.
It's confusing itself with the mirror.
Wow. Oh, look at the ears.
So how do you tip on that? I'm just curious.
I love that. Can I know we're running out of time. You can't run the whole. We're not really running. Run it one more time. I want to
Sure.
see that in its entirety. That
Sure.
was special. I like that a lot.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Cow goes into a Chinese barber shop. This is fantastic.
From the front, Mike.
All right, there they are. Nice, quiet.
Hanging
day at the
out. It's
barber
busy.
shop.
They've
There's
got a
the
couple
cow.
people waiting. Cow's at the door.
Cow just opens the door itself.
Yeah, I think that is a lady with the long hair.
I don't know. Oh my God!
But I
that's
think the
awesome.
best part is when the cow finds himself in the mirror, and it's not a big store.
Yeah.
It's a 2-chaired barber shop.
The cow right now is saying, "Where are the mirrors? They're not on this side. Where are the mirrors? I'm looking for the mirror. I want to see myself.
No
I wanna
grass at all.
Wait a minute. I'm a cow. Let me turn around right now, and then there I am.
Handsome.
Oh, look at how cute I am. And he sees another cow, and he's so stupid he thinks it's a real cow. Or she, I should say.
Yeah, probably a she. We'd
I
have
love
to
that.
see the udder to know.
That was wonderful. I enjoyed that. I liked it the second time, too.
And let's close with this, Mike. In the United Kingdom, they have granted the Guinness World Record for the world's oldest choir. Their median age or their average age is 94.
Oh, my God.
And they are in a home, but they're fantastic. And I think it's lovely that they get together and sing like this and that Guinness is rewarding them. That's just icing on the cake. There's 17 of them.
She wasn't.
No, that's the crowd.
Occasionally we come across an opportunity to do things quite late in life, and it's more challenging and therefore more satisfying.
That old man, he loves the fact that he's able to sing and communicate, and also he loves the fact that he's had sex with all of them.
Well, that quote is the same thing Mike said yesterday.
Yes, it is. I know. Thank you for that callback. I appreciate that. Yeah, he was in a great mood in that choir because he just had his massage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We got to get out of here. We got a great bonus show for you tomorrow. If you have not subscribed to the Mike O'Mara Show bonus hour, we now have mini episodes we'll be doing all throughout 2025. So please get your bonus show subscription. If you haven't renewed, shame
Woe be unto
shame
you.
on you.
Tomorrow is the bonus show where the cow comes into Mike's studio.
Very exciting. Covered with its own S. We'll see you tomorrow for Josh Soroka and Rob Spewett. Not Mike O'Mara. He's right here. I'm saying
great.
it. We'll be right back, everybody. Tomorrow. I just do the thing. Goodbye, everybody.
Let's enjoy him.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hey everybody, this is Reba McEntire. Happy Halloween.
Shut up!